name is Jason McDonald. I'm the lead combat designer that deals with enemies and bosses and player mechanics, and I work for God of War Ascension. Well, the story, is about Kratos after he killed his family, going through torment and depression, pretty much, and he wanted to break his oath to Ares, and when he does that, or when he attempts to do that, the Furies come and punish him. And what you see in the opening is Kratos being chained up and already being punished by the Furies. But the game will explain as it progresses how he got to that position, because the game is not controlled in order. It starts kind of in a middle portion of his storyline. So you have to play the game to understand everything. Right, yeah. I mean, one of the first things people will notice about Kratos' combat is that his blades track better now. So now if the enemy's below you or above you, Kratos' long-range blades will actually be able to find them, which adds a lot to the combat system, surprisingly. But one of the bigger changes we made was the rage system. Now, every single fight, Kratos, depending on performance, if he's attacking well, if he's defending well, he'll be rewarded by gaining great power. And with that, he'll be able to do special attacks. He'll be able to do special rage attacks. Throughout the game, he'll get elements that he can put into his blades, and that will affect those attacks and give him even more abilities. And along with that, we'll be able to pick up weapons off the ground, disarm enemies, take their weapons, use them against them. The goal of this game was to give the player a lot of options, so many options that multiple players, when they play it, each scene or each scenario will actually play differently. We focus a little bit more on the blades, so the new weaponry that he'll be getting are actually enhancements to his blades. So he'll be able to get electricity, he'll be able to get fire, he'll be able to get ice, and also be able to get some soul energy from Hades that he'll be able to put into his blades that kind of affect how the blades work, affect how the rage attacks work, and also has like special surprises when you kill enemies with each one of those blades. And in addition, he can pick weapons off the ground. He can pick up a sword, a shield, a sling, a javelin, a club, and use all of those in different ways to defeat his enemies. And I think that's it for the weaponry. The only other main addition would be the weaponizing the enemies themselves. Kratos can use the sub-weapons and use other weapons to stun enemies, and when he does that, he can grab them and use them as weapons as well. So a good example of that would be our Medusas this game. When Kratos encounters a Medusa, he'll be able to throw a sword at him, throw a sub-weapon at him, and stun the Medusa. And when you do that, you can grab the Medusa and stone other guys in the arena. So what this does is it makes every enemy, every object in the arena, something to think about when trying to kill your enemies. Yeah, we're about 150 people in the studio, and many more than that when you count everybody who's involved in helping out in this game. It's a very large studio. Yes, so our studio has expanded, and part of the benefits of that expansion is being able to do things like multiplayer without affecting the single player. And in the beta, we showed one large map, we showed one small map. There's actually 3 other large maps and 3 other small maps for a total of 4 or 8 maps. And so that should provide a lot of content for players once the game comes out March 13th. No, I mean, we've been ever since we left on this trip, we've been working on God of War Ascension. So people are in the studio working on it right now. The multiplayer is something we're not taking lightly. We're going to continue balancing it and continue supporting it for as long as we can. Yeah, I mean, the PS4 was just announced. I watched the same press conference. I'm sure everybody did. It was great, great specs. It looks like a powerful machine. But yeah, our focus right now is Ascension. So, and especially with the multiplayer, continuing to tune that and balance that. We're all excited for PS4 though as well. I mean, it's, I think it's exciting for any developer, any gamer.